Emily Blunt, welcome to Movies and Musicals.
Thank you.
And congratulations. I'm sure you're tired of being told how brilliant you are in this
Well,
film, but I'll throw
never.
it in again. I'll just throw it in again for good measure. I sort of love the way this film sits in the middle of two pretty dark thrillers for you, because I understand you were listening to the soundtrack to Mary Poppins Returns as you're making Girl in a Train.
Yes.
And then when you came to London, your husband John Krasinski was writing A Quiet Place,
He
in which
was,
you also starred.
yes.
So all
It
of
was
this
like-
darkness.
I know, I just needed to go towards the light for a little bit, but it was quite funny that I was playing this blackout drunk in Girl on the Train, and then on the weekends I go and sort of sing the songs with the songwriters, and it was like a salve to this darkness I'd been in, so it was rather wonderful to look forward to, and it was hilarious that John was writing Quiet Place. He was birthing this idea at the top of the house we'd rented in London while I was shooting Mary P. You know.
And I must say congratulations on not one but two SAG Award
thank
nominations for
you.
both films and
How
a Golden
weird,
Globe
and how
nomination.
amazing. I'm just so...
Richly deserved.
God, I was shaking on the day of the SAGs. I have to say that was rather surprising, overwhelming.
When you did first hear those songs, what was your initial reaction?
Oh God, I mean, the first song they ever played me was the ballad that I sing to the kids.
The lullaby.
And I thought it was so beautiful. It was unspeakably beautiful, and I couldn't get through it without crying.
Either could I, and I wasn't even singing it.
What a beautiful message about loss and dealing with it, and how to put one foot in front of the other after dealing with something as devastating for children as losing their mother. That idea of nothing's gone forever, only out of place, was just so beautiful. So I remember that was the first one, and then the second song we had to tackle, and there were about 3 different versions, was my first song. Can you imagine that? And you know, I think that was a lot of pressure on everyone, especially the composers, because we haven't heard her sing in 54 years, and now she's back. And I don't sing like Julie Andrews because nobody does. So that was, you know, that was the one where there were about 3 different versions of that song until we landed on Can You Imagine That?
Isn't it great that you were there with the composers at such an early stage, though?
It was
just almost collaboration, wasn't it?
Well, I didn't write anything, you know, so it was just more that they really...
Muse.
I hope so. I mean, I loved them, and I spent as much time as I could with them, and they definitely created these songs to be sort of like tailor-made suits for us by the end. I mean, they fit Lynn and I like gloves, you know, because they wrote the songs for us and our abilities. And so you did feel a great sense of comfort singing them by the time we were shooting them. We
had the great pleasure of having Julie Andrews herself as a guest on Movies and Musicals some years ago. And she told us some great stories about Mary Poppins, but I remember her saying, if my memory serves me correctly, she was gifted the little booties that she wore, the Mary Poppins booties. And I was wondering, were you given anything, or between ourselves, did you forget to give anything back, Emily?
I got given one of the umbrellas. Did you? Which I treasure. I'm very fond of him.
Yes.
So Alex, our props master, snuck me one. On the
Very
last.
good.
Whether he was supposed to or not, I probably just got you in trouble, Alex, but you know.
Julie Andrews also told us a beautiful story about putting Mary Poppins on for her 3-year-old, I think, grandson, and saying nothing. And just saying, you know, would he actually work out that grandma was Mary Poppins? He just kept looking at her and then looking back.
No, really?
Yes, but you are now a mother of 2, and mom is Mary Poppins. How does that work?
Well, I think it's like their normal, you know, it's sort of their sense of what's normal. Because I don't make it anything. We don't tend to talk about it in a special way in our house. I think they know that Daddy and I do films, and that Hazel really understands, because she's almost 5, that I'm playing a part. Because when we were shooting it, I mean, she hated seeing me in the costume and the wig and everything.
Really?
It's in the same way that I think kids hate seeing when you get dressed up to go out. They're like, what are you wearing? You know, why are you not in sweatpants?
But I suppose if it's, you know, show and tell will be interesting in the classroom if you're brought in, I think. That'll be an interesting day.
I hope she doesn't bring me in like...
Here she is. You are no doubt dying to have a break after all of this hard work.
Yeah.
And we associate this time of year with watching movies.
Yes.
Let's just say we've watched Mary Poppins and Mary Poppins Returns, and I'm going to give you a choice of 3 movies to watch next.
Okay.
Would you like to see It's a Wonderful Life, or Elf, or Die Hard?
I'm going to have to say It's a Wonderful Life. Going to have
Good
to say
choice.
that. Yes.
Emily Blunt, happy Christmas, and thanks for spending time with us this
Thank
afternoon,
you.
and congratulations again.
Thank you so much.